Hello dear students. In the last class we discussed the placentation. Now you are familiar with what is placentation. That is the arrangement of placenta, arrangement of ovules in the placenta inside the fruit. Okay. So now we are going to discuss what are different types of fruits. So in scientifically to which part you will call as fruit and how it is organized and what are the different types of fruits. Okay. So first, how can you define fruit botanically? The fruit is developed after fertilization. So it is a fertilized part. Actually, after fertilization, the ovary become fruit. So it is a developed ovary. So what is present inside the ovary? Now you know ovules arranged in placenta. And these ovules become seeds. Clear? So fruit is defined as a fertilized and developed ovary that bear seeds. Ovule become seeds. Then what about the fruit wall? The fruit wall is called a pericarp. It is developed from the ovary wall. Clear? And the study of fruit is called pomology. And there are certain cases where fruits developed without fertilization, and that is known as parthenocarpy. Okay. And usually these fruits are seedless. Now in the market there are different seedless banana, grapes, etc. are available. They are developed by the techniques of parthenocarpic techniques and some other crop improvement methods. So the fertilized and developed ovary is actually known as the fruit, and ovules become seed and ovary ball become fruit, and study of fruit is called pomology. I hope you understood the introductory part. Now, fruits are generally classified into two main categories. So you have to remember in your mind from where a fruit developed. Clear? So they are broadly classified generally into two main categories. They are true fruit, means fruit derived from ovary of a flower. That is true. Actually we define like that. Okay. And no other parts associated with this fruit. Clear? So base of the ovary, that is in the thalamus cup, it is actually arranged. Okay. Then there is pedicel and stalk. Okay. There are different parts. But in this fruit, only ovary is the main portion. Clear? Such fruits are called true fruits. But that is example is tomato, brinjal, etc., mango, etc. But there are some fruits where you can see fruit derived from the ovary along with other accessory floral parts. That I told you, like thalamus, pedicel, etc. also become the part of the fruit. Example is apple. And such a fruit is also known as pseudocarp. Understood? In apple, fleshy receptacle or thalamus also become part of the fruit. So, fruits, general classification, true fruit and false fruit. In true fruit, there is only the ovary associated in the fruit development. Understood? But in the case of false fruit, ovary along with some other accessory part become the part of fruit. Clear? Okay. Now, botanically, you can classify fruits into three groups. This is very, very important. What are they? Simple fruits, then aggregate fruits, and multiple or composite fruit. Simple fruit means very simple. Simple ovary become fruit. Aggregate and multiple are somewhat different from simple fruit. So, we can discuss one by one. Okay. So, first one is simple fruit. So, when a single fruit develops from a single ovary of single flower, remember only one flower, it's one ovary develop into one fruit. Understood? So, develop from a single ovary, single flower and one fruit. That is simple fruit. Okay. And then ovary may be monocarpellary, means only one carpel, or multicarpellary. Syncarpous, what you studied already in the first classes. What is syncarpous and what are apocarpous? Means carpels are fused. So it may be monocarpellary, it may be multicarpellary, but it is syncarpous. Clear? On the maturity, the pericarp, based on the nature of pericarp, what is pericarp? Wall of the fruit. Clear? The simple fruits are classified into two types, fleshy fruit and dry fruit. So, you know what is pericarp? It is the surface of the fruit, outer part, outer wall of the fruit. So, based on its texture or its nature, you can classify simple fruits into two groups. What are they? Fleshy fruits and dry fruits. So, what is simple fruit? It is the single fruit developed from a single ovary of a single flower. Clear? So, based on the nature of pericarp, two groups. One is fleshy fruit and another one is dry fruit. Understood? Okay. Now, what is simple fleshy fruit? In this fruit, entire pericarp or part of the pericarp is succulent and juicy when fruit is ripe. So, you can eat all parts. That is the nature of fleshy fruit, simple fleshy fruit. So, here usually the fruit wall is differentiated into three layers, epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. So, entire pericarp is succulent and juicy when fully ripe, and fruit wall differentiated into epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. See, there are two groups of fleshy fruit. One is buccate and the other is drupaceous. So, we broadly classified simple fruit into fleshy fruit and dry fruit. What is a fleshy fruit? All parts are fleshy and wall is divided into epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. It again divided into two groups. One is buccate, another one is drupaceous. What is buccate? There is no hard part in the fruit. Only seed is the hard part or strong part. Understood? What is berry? What is drupe? There are some hard part in the fruit. Clear? So, berry is an example of buccate fruit. So, it is actually, there are two groups, buccate and drupaceous. Buccate fruits are having no hard part. Another term or another term is actually berry. So, what is drupe? There are some hard part. So, fleshy fruit divided into berry and drupe. Actually, two classification, buccate and drupaceous. In buccate, it is the typical example is berry. Understood? Okay. So, first one is berry. So, what is a berry? Berry is a many-seeded fruit. Many seeds are there. But what is the peculiarity? You can eat all parts. Here, epicarp is very thin. When you take an example of tomato, you know it. What is the condition? Outer skin, that is very thin. So, you can remove it by boiling. Clear? And mesocarp and endocarp is fully undifferentiated. You cannot differentiate center part, middle part like that. No mesocarp and endocarp differentiated. And it is like a pulp, juicy pulp and inside which the seeds are embedded. Okay. So, all parts including epicarp and seeds, everything are edible. So, that is the nature of berry. So, that is a buccate fruit. So, in simple fruit, first one is berry. What is the simple fleshy fruit? First one is the berry. What is berry? All part is fleshy, no differentiated into endocarp and mesocarp. This is many seeded fruit. Clear? Next example is tomato. Now, second one, second type of berry actually, that is Hesperidium. So, berry is of different types. So, now you know what is berry. All parts are edible. Clear? So, under berry there are different types. First one is Hesperidium. So, while discussing Hesperidium, you have to remember in mind the lemon. Okay. So, you know the nature of lemon fruit. It has an outer skin that is known as rind. The outer yellow colored portion, that is known as rind. Actually, you cannot peel it very easily. It is closely attached with the inner portions, that is leathery rind. And it usually develop from superior multicarpellary syncarpous ovary. That is the nature. Superior multicarpellary syncarpous ovary. And fruit wall is differentiated into three layers. What are they? Outer fruit wall is epicarp. That is the glandular skin. You know, when you squeeze the skin of musambi or orange, what happens? Some fluids coming out. That is actually that are glands through which some liquids coming out. That will burn your eyes. Clear? So, that is differentiated into three layers. Outermost one is the leathery rind. Then it contain glandular skin or epicarp. Middle is fibrous mesocarp. You know what the fibrous nature of the middle portion, fibrous condition, white fibers are present. Then membranous endocarp. So while you cut open a lemon, you can see small membranous juice filled hairs like structures, membranous endocarp. And fruit chamber, there are multicapillary actually syncarpous, number of compartments are there. When you cut open, you can see large number of compartments. Seeds are in axile placentation. Now I don't no need to explain what is axile placentation. Example, citrus. So citrus fruit is actually Hesperidium, having outer leathery ringe. Then epicarp is actually glandular. Then a middle hairy fibrous mesocarp and inner membranous endocarp. That is a berry. Underberry, one example is Hesperidium. That's a simple fleshy fruit. Okay. The next is a pome. Second fleshy fruit, pome. Pome is actually fleshy fruit, but it is also a false fruit. One example is apple. See here the nature of apple. So only this portion is the ovary. The center portion is ovary. What about all these portions? They are all the part of thalamus, pedicel, everything. That also take part in the fruit development. Clear? So here actually the receptacle covering the fruit. Contains seeds remain inside. Edible part is the fleshy thalamus. Clear? So that is a false fruit. Second example is pome. Understood. Third one is peppo. So peppo is also a berry with hard rind. When you take the example of cucumber, watermelon, outer skin, that is up to this portion, it is very hard. That is hard rind. Then a receptacle or completely enclosing the ovary. Large fleshy fruit, it usually develops from tricarpillary syncarpous unilocular ovary. You already studied parietal placentation. I gave cucumber as an example. When you cut the cross section, you can see 3 chambers. Clear? But it is actually unilocular. That is parietal placentation. So large fleshy fruit, outer skin is hard. Okay. And parietal placentation. Fruit is many seeded and pulp inside. Cucumber, melon, bottle gourd, everything. The Cucurbitaceae family, that is coming under peppo. So peppo is a berry with hard rind. That's a nature. Hard rind, outer cover. Clear? Okay. Now, next one is Balaustia. What is Balaustia? That is a fleshy and a many seeded fruit. Usually developed from inferior multilocular ovary. It's a nature. This developed from inferior ovary, multilocular ovary, fleshy fruit. Epicarp is hard cover. You take an example of Madalam or Urmambalam. Pomegranate. What is the condition? Outer skin is very hard. That is rind. Okay. Then it's mesocarp, middle portion, membrane covering the seeds. Endocarp is very hard on which seeds are born. This is the endocarp actually. That is very hard structure. This is the mesocarp on which juicy seeds present. Clear? So this is the nature is inferior ovary. Syncarpous multilocular. Developed from inferior syncarpous multilocular ovary. But the peculiar feature is fleshy and many seeded one with hard cover or rind. The fruit is known as Balaustia. Clear? Okay. Now next one is the drupe. So we classified a fleshy simple fruit into fleshy fruit and drupes. Buccate and drupaceous. Buccate means all part is fleshy. You can eat everything. Under this there are different categories, berries and drupe. Okay. So berry we discussed. Second part is drupe. What is drupe? Drupe is a one-seeded fruit. In this, drupe is a one-seeded fruit. Clear? See here, one-seeded fruit. In this fruit, pericarp differentiated into outer skinny epicarp. Just take an example of mango or coconut. Outer skinny epicarp, middle fleshy, juicy mesocarp. What you are eating in the mango. Okay. And inner hard, stony pericarp. Clear? So that's take an example of coconut. This is a coconut shell. If it is a coconut, the centermost is endocarp is hard, stony coconut shell. Middle is fibrous and outer one is hard. Clear? Now example is mango and coconut. That is known as what? Drupe. Understood? So here all the examples. So this is a berry, all parts are fleshy. This is a drupe. In underberry, Hesperidium. See while cutting many chambered multilocular. Epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, the leathery rind, then juicy mesocarp and endocarp. Peppo, tricarpillary with parietal placentation. Rind is very hard outer cover. Then pome, fleshy, that is actually false fruit. Only this portion is true, others are the part of thalamus or pedicel. Understood? Okay. So this is the part berry, drupe, peppo, ballosta. What is the condition of ballosta? Outer is very hard. Okay. Then center is also hard. Middle having seeds bearing juicy structure. Okay. This is a pome. This is a hesperidium. When you cut open multilocular, many carpal, syncarpal structure is present. Clear? This is developed from inferior ovary. This receptacle or fleshy part also involved in the formation of fruit. In this pepper, this is also tricarpillary unilocular with parietal placentation. Understood? So what is drupe? Outer epicarp, middle mesocarp and inner endocarp. Clear? So that's all for today. We discussed what are fruits, how can you define fruit botanically, what is the structure of a typical fruit, how it is classified, true fruit, false fruit, simple, aggregate and compound fruit. In simple fruit you studied fleshy fruit and dry fruit. Fleshy fruit again classified into berry and drupaceous. In berry you have studied different categories like pome, peppo, then ballosta and so on. And in the drupaceous, what is drupe? Simple example is coconut and mango. I hope you enjoyed this class very well, and many questions arise from this part. This is usually an essay question and short answer questions may arise from this part. Okay, study well. Thank you.